This is Inside Burnaby Schools for Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Students recognized for their skills. Grade 6 and 7 students from across the district took part in a public speaking forum called Sharing Our Stories. The speakers delivered 3 to 5 minute speeches about authentic moments in their lives. 2 finalists from each school participated in a zonal showcase event. 3 Alpha-based teams made it to the VEX Robotics World Championship with teams from 50 countries. 1 made history, capturing the first award at Worlds for the district-wide robotics mechatronics program, taking the Division Design Award. At the Skills BC competition, 2 students earned silver and 1 achieved bronze. 3 more won gold and invitations to compete at Skills Canada Nationals in Quebec City. After qualifying regionally, the Moscrop Drama Department was awarded a Gold Honor Troop banner at the Canadian National School Theatrical Arts Recognition Star Festival. Alpha Secondary's concert choir earned gold at the Whistler Music Festival. And youth from Alpha, Burnaby South, Caribou Hill, Moscrop, Marlborough, and Seaforth schools were awarded for their French language public speaking skills. Collectively at the Provincial Concours d'Oratoire, they earned 9 medals, with many of the winners seen here. Setting the stage to showcase students' talents. Students of all ages from across the district performed at the Burnaby Festival of Dance. A tradition since 1980, it was hosted by Burnaby Mountain Secondary over 3 nights. District choirs came together for their Spring Sing and Ring concert, featuring the Piccolini Children's Choir, Coro Voce Youth Choir, and Soundwave Handbell Choir. The Ringers, along with students from 17 different elementary and secondary schools, played in front of a national audience at Constellation 2024. The opening ceremonies at the Conference for Music Teachers featured an honor orph ensemble, which was made up of more than 90 Burnaby students from ages 7 to 17. Students at Burnaby Mountain had the chance to connect and appreciate the talents of their peers from Hawaii. The visiting band was composed of 105 students. At the annual Festival of Beginning Bands, hundreds of grade 7s showcased their skills. Many schools put on school plays, including the production at Alpha Secondary based on the classic board game Clue. Students at Caribou Hill performed Midnight's Wildest Dreams, a twist on Shakespeare's classic. The Westridge Elementary community came together for an elaborate production of Annie Jr. Students at Inman Elementary put on Seussical, the musical, which even drew a crowd from Maywood. The 3rd annual Building a Better Tomorrow Through Art public exhibition opened, and a reception for the student artists, their families, and more special guests. Led by the Access Program at Burnaby North, the creations of youth with disabilities and diverse abilities from North, Alpha, Burn Creek, Caribou Hill, and Moscrop, as well as schools in Vancouver and New Westminster, were on display at the Roundhouse. For 2 different public exhibitions at the Burnaby Art Gallery, an opening night with student artists and many special guests was held. This year, the annual exhibition, through the Arts Alive program, highlights artists in grades 8 to 12. And grade 11 and 12 students who are part of the Artist Apprenticeship Program created the paper allegories exhibit.
Empowering hope for reconciliation through action. An unveiling ceremony at Burnaby North of a Coast Salish House post was led by members of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. Master carver Wolakton from the Squamish Nation worked collaboratively with students and staff to create the carving. Each aspect was chosen for its meaning. It was installed at the entrance to welcome all who come to the new school. Red Dress Day is recognized by the district, such as at Alpha Secondary, where a poignant display was hung to honor missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and two-spirited people. At Brentwood Park Elementary, each class has done deep learning about reconciliation and Canada's shared history as part of their project of art. Each student and staff member created a tile to represent their learning. The tiles will be gathered into a unified art piece by Trenton Rain Pierre of the Katsy First Nation and displayed as a symbol of the school's collective work towards reconciliation.
Beyond the game, coming together through sport. Elementary students from across the district participated in a track competition and a university environment. Grade 4 to 7s ran several race types over multiple meets that were hosted by Simon Fraser University. As the spring sports season nears an end, many high school teams scored banners, including Burnaby South, who are the senior ultimate AAA champions. For the second year in a row, Mosscrop's tennis team took the Burnaby New Westminster Schools Athletic Association Championship. Another example is the All Burnaby competition between Burnaby North and Burnaby Central for the Fraser North Championship in senior girls soccer, which was featured in the local news. After an NHL playoff drought in Vancouver lasting nearly a decade, Canucks fever made its way into our schools, such as this classroom at South Slope Elementary. Youth in an Economics 12 class at Burnaby North examined the impact of a playoff run on consumer spending. Still at North, the school held a viewing party during the Edmonton series. Students and staff enjoyed the ritual of playoff hockey together as a community.
Partnerships enrich school community and beyond. A group of students who are new to Canada are part of an after-school art group at Westridge. Arranged by the district's Settlement Workers in Schools, or SWIS, the class includes children from Mexico, the Philippines, Afghanistan, and Ukraine. The community building activity is led by a parent volunteer who taught art classes in Ukraine. Additionally, nearly 200 newcomer children from 12 different elementary and secondary schools participated in a Swiss-led field trip, providing a post-secondary exposure. As part of Friends of Simon program, the students visited different faculties at SFU and worked on a variety of projects. More than 40 youth from each of the district's high schools were part of a program for Black students designed to ignite post-secondary horizons. The UBC Black Futures program includes tours, mentorship, and speakers. For families looking for ways to help their children with safe and healthy use of technology, the district held 4 information evenings. More than 350 people came to hear about practical supports. The evenings were part of a broader strategy launched earlier this year to help with the knowledge and skills that students need to navigate technology safely and in a useful way. A virtual information evening provided clarity about SOGI was attended by nearly 200 parents and caregivers. It was also a chance to have questions answered. Students from across the district came together for the annual Ida Hat breakfast in a partnership with the SOGI committee to mark the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia. The keynote speaker was Monica Helms, who created the transgender flag. Seniors at the Swedish assisted living residence in Burnaby were entertained by a group of leadership students from Burnaby North. The youth created and led a senior showcase with music and dance performances. And that's inside Burnaby Schools for Tuesday, May 28th, 2024.